Antifreeze, welcome to the stream. Girl Power 2. I'm actually really excited because over the course of the last few months, my family they pretty much gave me their old Wii U. I was honestly kind of surprised because this is an actual authentic Wii U playing an authentic copy of Metroid Prime Trilogy. Like, I wasn't expecting to be so lucky as to actually get my hands on a copy of this. I was eventually going to stream it if they were to release it on Switch Online, but or I mean, not Switch Online, just the Switch in general, but who knows when that's going to be. I do want to do Metroid Prime Corruption as well. I th- I think I'll actually be able to do that one on hard mode, like the extra hard mode, which I think that game desperately needs. The game, I love Metroid Prime Corruption, but it's so easy. Like, I'll just wait for a minute or two, and then I'll actually start the game up. It's gonna be I've been looking forward to doing this for quite a while. I've had some setbacks, but now we're here. How are you doing, though? How is Red Dead Redemption 2? It's. I feel like I've seen somebody stream it. Or maybe that was the Red Dead Redemption one. I don't know when 2 came out. It feels like it came out a long time ago, but I never really. I had Red Dead Redemption 1, and I never really played much of it. I played with my cousin, and she was, well, I guess violent is the term of playing games with her. Like, at first it started with card games, and then suddenly we were shooting up a town, and I'm just like, I don't think I want this. I don't think I want to be meaning to people as a cowboy. Maybe an unpopular opinion from the same developers that make Grand Theft Auto, but like, you know, I've heard they're really good, but open world games tend to be very intimidating for me. I never can decide where to go. All right, let's just try starting. It'll be fun. If you want to know something, Curse, um this me was actually made by my dad like almost a decade ago. I don't know why it's there, but well, hmm, hold up. Okay, why is the controls being weird? Do I have to sit further away? Okay, that works properly now. Actually, I did choose the me for myself a while back. These save files are actually from me playing Metroid Prime. God, it was a few years ago. I have a very visceral memory of just kind of vibing in Metroid Corruption, and that happened to be the day of the Capitol riots over here, and I'm just like, This is a very I feel weird to be living through history while just playing a game that I'm having fun with. I that was a really weird day. Wait, I was too busy reminiscing and accidentally chose the wrong game. All right. I feel like this is mildly laggy, but I can't put my finger on it. I'm pretty sure it'll be fine for gameplay, and I'll see how it works. Alright. Wait. It's also wrong. That's starting from a save file that I already had. Oh my god, I'm... It's been a long... I want to say it's been a long day, but I actually sleep in pretty late and usually don't do much with my days sometimes. So I'm just tired. Or slow, maybe. I think slow is the proper term. Okay, let's start this actually properly. I promise. There we go. We'll lose some veteran. I hear it's slightly harder than the original, which might be saying something, because the original Metroid Prime 2 Echoes is a bit hard. I remember when I was young and I would constantly have... There are some boss fights in this game that are genuinely just brutal, and it's gonna be exciting. I forgot that you still have, like, that many... Wait, so... 5... 20... Alright, 5 times... Wait, so you have like 90 like 96,000 points? Part of my math if I'm bad at this. But that's crazy if so, because I think I remember there being a streamer who I would watch who would literally do a full like commission first. Like they were an artist streamer, and they would do like a full ass commission if you had 10,000, like 100,000 points. Oh, 52.4. I'm bad at math. I really should be better at it. Where did I go wrong with my 12 times 1,000? Okay, yeah, that checks out. I added an extra step and then accidentally multiplied it by 2. Mother. The chat is... Oh! I'm silly. Hold up. I actually reorganized almost everything on the stream in order to make everything happen a bit differently. Let's see, that should go under... There we go. Actually, I need to do that for this as well. Thank you for reminding me. I kind of redid everything slightly for this, so all my layering is a little bit wrong. Cat box. There we go. Yippee. Oh god, the one thing I remember having some trouble with is this whole part of this is probably my least favorite part of Metroid Prime trilogy. I understand why they did it, but you have to actually use the Wiimote to swap beams and visors. It's a bit clunky. Like, I mean, it'll be fine, but this is one of those things that I'm so happy they actually did a proper redone version for, like, they did, like, redone controls for Prime Remastered, and they actually fully removed that, and god, I'm so happy about that, because it's such a relief. This isn't about you. Hold up, I'm trying to scan something. This isn't about you, random dead body. Also, for what it's worth, if I happen to beat Metroid 1 on stream, I do actually want to try and see if I can beat Metroid 2 as well. Metroid 2 is, well, I don't know if I should move on to Metroid 2 or just go straight to Super Metroid, because Metroid 2 is a longer game, like a surprisingly a much, much longer game. So, like, Metroid Prime, or Metroid 2 is, I'm a huge fan of it, but it's definitely a bit difficult, and also it might be genuinely a little bit hard for me to orient myself in whichever direction I'm supposed to be going if I'm constantly um, if I'm just constantly just redirecting like my attention from between this and this game and that. Hmm. Poor guy. You know, they can survive. Oh yeah, morph ball. Well, actually, I was just confused as to what the controls were. I forgot. Well, yeah, this Metroid Prime's lore is always so good. Like I think it's genuinely fascinating how a lot of the stuff isn't even things that you need for completion purposes, like any of the like the research and whatnot. It's just flavor text, and there's so much of it. Like it's genuinely a little bit crazy. Now, personally, this isn't a reading stream, so I'm not going to be stopping to read all these various things. Although, I, if I happen to forget which what one of their weaknesses, I don't mind scanning. But oh god, die. Thank you. I'll be fine. They're fine. Wait, I need to scan something around here, didn't I? You're still alive? Oh. Well, this is embarrassing. Buddy. There we go. I may be stupid. I may have dived in a little bit too far. Prime 3 is an interesting game. Like, I I do really like some things with it. That the whole final act is the best part of the game. It's tense, it's nerve-wracking. It really fits how I think you would feel in Samus's footsteps, and the final boss is actually really awesome. It's just that getting there, the due to how you're basically constantly spending HP, the game always has to give you HP for you to spend it on hyper mode. So you end up kind of in this very like kind of it's almost like attrition based gameplay where it's just you're trying to survive for long enough to get enough HP so that you can safely use hyper mode. And it's really awkward sometimes. Oh my god, Mother? The way that Dark Samus is the only one that's smart enough to actually, like, destroy one of those things. They're everywhere in this game and nobody's ever destroyed them. Except for her. She was kind of Mother for that, honestly. If there's one thing I love about this game, it's that you lose all your stuff, but it doesn't put you back to like the really ugly, awkward power suit from the original Metroid. Like, I love her big, ridiculous pauldrons, girl boss outfit. You know, it's funny that there's also a specific thing that is really nice about Metroid Prime Remastered. Due to how it has like a recentering button, you can always hold that recentering button along with the lock to get like a perfect, lock in the middle of the screen. This game doesn't have that. Like, and there's more skill you need to actually play this version, but it was kind of nice that you had like an easier way to do something like that in the remaster. Yeah, like if she doesn't have the big bald pauldron, she better just be in Zero Suit. Like, because it's sort of less like aim assist, and it basically makes it kind of one to one with what the original Metroid Prime games controlled like, where there was no free aim, so if you just locked on, it would be dead center. And while it does remove some of the you know skill of having to aim in the center, be consistent. It's also kind of unnecessary skill to need to know. Like, either way, I think both games have really good control. Like, there we go. Leave me alone. I don't want a save station. Well, I probably do, but um, do I want to go back there? I'm pretty sure there. I'm pretty sure there's another save station before the first boss, but I also don't want to lose the entirety of the this. Am I losing it? Oh, there. Aren't you sneaky? I'm gonna be honest, I don't save much in Metroid games lately. Like, with Metroid Dread, you never really need to save. You can play the game front to back without really saving, and thankfully, just due to the checkpoint system, you never need to. It's really refreshing, and even for the other games, like, I think the only one I'd really ever feel like I need to save in is maybe God damn it. I would say Metroid 2. Metroid 2 is a very long, confusing game that I wouldn't want to lose, like, 2 hours of I wouldn't want to lose, like, an hour of progress on because I just died. Let's see, where was I going? It's funny, like, the first time I really wanted to finish this game. This is one of those games I feel like I've started, like, I played it originally, like, maybe 10, 12, 13 years ago, and it feels like a game that I've really tried to play multiple times, and I just kind of never have finished it. This is my family's Wii U, and originally I was going to play it on that, but then I ended up moving out and moving away from that, so thankfully they were kind enough to give it back to me, but I'm honest. If there's one thing I'm surprised though is that I'm actually surprised it runs in. I don't think this is wide. I don't think this is widescreen, but it's definitely not standard def. So where'd you go? You die. Okay, why am I trying to do that? Where am I going? Oh, right. I'm a huge fan of like how this game kind of treats like I don't even know if I want to make fun of it, but I always am a huge fan of the game just being like, look at this thing. Is there anything you might be able to do with this thing? Because, you know, it's really funny, but on the other hand, if the game wasn't like pointing things out to me, I genuinely don't know if I remember really think about what to do. I may be stupid. Okay. Wait, this is the wrong way. Um. Leave me alone. There we go. Thank you. I got not these things. If there's one thing I'm happy about is that there's not very many of those. I don't remember there being many of those turrets in this game. Like those things can be genuinely one of the most terrifying enemies in the original Prime. Like at first they start pretty easy, but then they just start getting really tanky, and you can't even really push past them because they will do like a whole energy tank or two worth of damage. So I'm really glad that I'm not going to see many of those here. I don't think. I may be lying to myself because quite frankly I haven't played this game in quite a while. I love the design for the Federation troopers. They're just little guys. Like they look so kind of they look honestly kind of dorky compared to Samus, but They're so nice. The Federation troopers really give the whole vibe of we're trying to be Samus, but we have to be we can't really capture the technology properly. Like I'm guessing that they were modeled after Samus, maybe. Like they're kind of like if like they're kind of like if Samus was like mildly mixed with Master Chief, but in like kind of like a very dollar store bargain bin kind of way. Anyways, I'm sorry I'm saying this to you as you're dying, sir. Um, let's see. I do actually, in terms of things I do want to play, I do also want to play Other M. Like, it's one of those games that like I also tried to play that and I just kind of never really got into it. I but I do want to go into it with maybe less of a like oh haha this is a stupid game, this is a bad game like kind of vibe because it's like it or not, it's canon. Like it's Mother M just explicitly recognizes it. Like they're not cowardly enough to back down on it. I believe I have a Wii Motion Plus around here, and I'm gonna need to have that if I want to play that game because that game is it's an interesting game, but it's also really hard to control. Like I'm looking forward to playing it, but like I'm having a little bit of trouble here with my aim, and it's gonna be worse when I get to that because the whole like swapping between 2D and 3D or like first person and third person is it's a really interesting idea, but it's one that I know is gonna cause a lot of problems. I don't know too much about Metroid Other M, but it does seem like it kind of explores the whole concept that maybe the Federation doesn't always have the best of interests and everything. Hence why it's kind of explored here and there sometimes, like in Metroid Fusion, where they were kind of just holding the freaking. They were secretly like making, Metroids behind Samus's back, and I really am interested in seeing where that kind of goes because like now that Metroids aren't what basically when I was replaying Dread, knowing everything I knew about Metroid Fusion, I actually thought the Emmys were going to be have been sort of. I thought the whole thing was going to be that the whole thing with ZDR and the Emmys was an elaborate trap actually made to capture Samus. Like I thought that the X parasites were going to be totally fake. the enemies were sent there to extract Samus's DNA, which they make an explicit point about. And then this was just them trying to trap Samus, take her DNA, kill her, and then, suddenly they have the Metroids back. Like, and honestly, I I'm not disappointed with how the game went, but I'm kind of wondering if that's going to end up being what I feel like I wonder if that would be what the story ends up being going forward. There we go. I always forget what to do there. It's a room that I never go through very smoothly, but honestly, though, my only disappointment with Metroid is that they killed off Ravenbeak. Like, he was one of my favorite villains, and he only shows up for just a little bit, and he's already one of my favorite villains. And I'm really sad that they got rid of him. I mean, they also kill off Ridley every other game, so maybe he would have some chance to come back, but I wouldn't put my hopes on it. I hope he's in the new if in the next Smash Brothers. Like, if they end up having like a deluxe version of Smash Ultimate, or just make an entire new Smash Brothers, I really, really hope he's in there. I totally forgot, yeah, that he did have like that thing in Samus Returns. I never really like Samus Returns came out, and I didn't really play it until too long ago. I think I played a little bit before Samus Returns, but I never even unlocked that thing. So, and I wasn't really caught up. So, like Ravenbeak was kind of just a surprise for me entirely. He's so like whenever you search him up, there's like that one picture where he has his arms crossed, and he's like, "Damn, I wish I looked like that." The waist, the way his waist is like as small as Samus's too, like equality. Please die. Oh God. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna be honest. Another installation of Zack being like a little bit crazy, mentally ill maybe, is me going like, wow, I hit three enemies with an attack. This is just like using AoEs in Final Fantasy. Oh God, I hope I don't die here. I feel like I have died here in the future, or in the past. There we go. Yippee. Honestly, my favorite part about Metroid Dread is how they. Hold up. My favorite part about Metroid Dread is how they really leave it ambiguous to the fact that maybe Ravenbeak was the like kind of the mastermind behind your entire route through the game the whole time. Like I'm a big fan of the whole theory that they never really outright say, but like maybe Samus was talking to Ravenbeak the whole time. Like that's such a good. I, I'm I love Metroid Dread so much, and I'm always super heartbroken because my dad loves Metroid, but he hates Metroid Dread, and I'm always just like biting my lip, like, oh, yep, you're entitled to your own opinion. Let's see, white woman, save me, white woman. That's pretty much all these guys are. Love their design, but I don't feel like reading, so although honestly, sometimes I wonder like, are the Ing really mean? Like if our dimension got torn in half and suddenly there was like a other race on the other side, would be really be would we really be nice to them? Would they be nice to us? Like sometimes I think about the story of this game and I go, well, are there really good guys and bad guys here? I may be crazy for that, but I love him. Yeah, like they're really, and again, they're not everything has to have nuance per se, but it's just funny. Like if if there was an alternate dimension on Earth with air that hurt you to stand in, and there were things that were kind of human-esque, I feel like we would end up in a war with them, no matter how evil or good they were. Like, he's cute. Let's see. I don't know what I expected. Alright, yippee. This is where I was before. I forget. I guess so. Damn, that's crazy. Anyways, I don't have missiles. Guys, spare missile, please? Alright, thank you. Oh. Oh, damn it. Oh my god, yippee. Hold up. God damn it. How do you pause? Okay, that works. I just gotta set everything up. You know, I'm just gonna turn that off because I don't want to hear that music. Yay! Genuinely, I don't really have any sort of timer thing on here, so I'm just using live split. It looks like I'm doing a speed run for some reason, but oh god. It occurs to me I haven't played this game in forever. I'm probably gonna be playing this like really bad, but I just need to get some health for maybe peace of mind. I forgot that this game is annoying because in the original Metroid, in the original Metroid, you can't just automatically go to get the long beam. You have to go and get the first missile pack, which isn't really hard, but I used to be so good at this, but please. Health, please. You're nothing. It's honestly a vibe that, like, this game really does have pretty good vibes. Like, what's the safest way I can do this? See, I was dabbling with the idea of maybe instead of doing this, I was possibly dabbling with the concept of playing Metroid 1 and Zelda 1 at the same time, and I mean like mapping each game to one side of the controller. But as it turns out, understandably, I don't think I have the processing power on both sides of my brain to do that. Like, understandably so. Like, you know, I may be a gamer, but I'm not quite enough of a gamer to split both sides of my brain into doing two things at once. I just hope I can get to Long Beam in 2 minutes. Please. If I was really a gamer, I could do this in like 30 minutes. I really do actually want to do a speedrun of the original Metroid someday, because you only really need, all you need to do is need to get the ice beams, you need to beat Kraid, and I think you need bombs as well. But it would probably be extremely difficult for me to actually finish that, so that's one of those things that I'm kind of not planning on doing anytime soon. Yippee! I love how this thing sounds too. Like, you're not even really gonna ever hear how this thing sounds outside of like the first 30 minutes of gameplay here, and it's kind of it's kind of disappointing. All right, that was Metroid, everybody. Okay, let's get back to this. I should have probably done that. I should have probably made this into an easier setup, but then again, I don't really know how. This is a very different experience than I'm used to. But I felt like it would be necessary to do it because it would be funny. That's literally it. Like, I thought it would be funny. Oh, like, I would imagine, and probably like, I'm pretty sure I could beat that game in 2 hours. So like, you know, depending on how many sessions I get, I could probably beat this in the amount of time it could take me to beat this game. Am I even going on the right way? I believe I need to... I want to say that I need to get over here again. You know, I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of grasping for buttons that don't exist here. Like... Wait, I think I go here. Yeah, okay. Like, due to how the Wii works, like, I'm kind of grasping for, like, the right analog stick in order to move the map around, only to realize, oh yeah, the Wii doesn't have that. There it is. Yeah, there's nothing. But there's something, yeah, there's something here. I knew there was something around here, but... I gotta say, this is kind of a sneaky pickup, perhaps. I don't remember there being any sort of point in the entirety of Metroid Prime 1 where there was a pickup in an elevator room. Boy, this thing really wanted to be scanned. This decorative plant thinks it's actually the thing that I want to scan. It's so sad. Alright, we're soon to get into the actual meat of the game. It's gonna be exciting having to do the first dip into the Dark World, but honestly, I'm kind of wondering how long this is gonna be, because this game is pretty long. And whereas in the original Metroid Prime, you could actually get some of the like side quest, like the end game quest done beforehand, like before even beating the game or getting to the point where you would get close to beating the game. In this, you pretty much have to get to the end in order to do the end quest. Like, there's almost no way to skip that. This can't be the right way. I forget. I forget everything. Right. Okay, that makes sense. This isn't about you. Wait, am I stupid? Okay, because I can't go into that one yet. I forget how weird it feels to actually not have double jump in this game. I probably just missed scanning something, I think. Oh, I'm stupid. Honestly, sometimes I think about, like, I see these streamers who get like really salty, and I have the tendency to get salty, and I don't want to do that on as like it's not really fun to be. It's not really fun to have people watch that. So I'm trying to keep more of an open mind, I think. Because, sometimes it's just, sometimes it's just easy to miss things. Of course, it wouldn't be a Metroid. It wouldn't be a Metroid game, or just a game in general, if I wasn't just seeing how much damage I can possibly take between. Just like every other game, there's just me seeing how much damage I can take before I actually have to start taking things seriously and being slow. Hey, you guys have a banger theme. Can I join you, please? Hey. Do you have to do like slash follow age instead of like exclamation point? I'm not super. I'm honestly not super familiar with the. Oh yeah, I remember the hot pan joke. Me like the time where I literally touched the hot stove because like I had the induction. I had something that I thought was an induction stove, so I'm like, I I'm gonna risk it all and touch the surface to see if it's hot. And boy, it sure was hot. That really wasn't my finest moment. I'm gonna be honest, but I need to say it because it's being true to myself. What am I gonna do? Lie to people about the fact that I touched a hot stove? Not tell people I touched a hot stove? I need people to paint a picture about who I am so that you know maybe I feel like I have slacked on actually installing certain things into my Twitch streams, and I'm a bit sad about that, but like I know some people who have installed like like bots that have more commands and everything. But come to think of it, I've been a partner for almost 2 years, I've been I've been a affiliate for almost 2 years. A partner is still a long, long way away. All right, dude, stop farting. I wonder. Ah, okay. I'm sure there's like some speedrun strategy of like, oh, fire X amount of times and then, you know, shoot a missile into their mouth, optimal damage, stuff like that. I'd like to be a partner, but I don't know if I'll ever get there. It's a nice thought, but it's one of those ones I haven't really pushed towards because it's an awful lot. Ball. I feel like it's really easy to forget just how big the morph ball is. Like you think it's like a foot high almost, but like that thing's like half her height. My favorite jump ball, my beloved. Oh, this is the path I want to go to. I can't do anything on it. I think this is the path I want to go to. I can't do anything on it yet. Oh right, yeah. Okay, never mind. I actually forgot that the temple's here. I'm just like I'm gonna do my own thing. Morph Ball's also really funny in this game because it's just like there's nothing in there. It's just light. Okay. My ass needs the Wii Potion Plus. Where's the thing? There it is. Save me, white woman. White woman, save me. Oh god. The keys are always the hardest part, like... I always am concerned I'm not going to be able to find them, but I feel like you're just going to be able to naturally by just exploring. Alright. I love jump balls so much, but there is one point where I'm going to feel a little bit upset that I have it, because there's one boss where you definitely... that makes it so much easier, and... it's one of those ones where I'm like, man, I wish this was in the original game. But because it's not in the original game, I'm just mildly upset that I have to do this the easy way now. I mean, I may be a bit crazy for that. Like, I'm so good at this game. I say as I just intentionally eat damage. What was in this again? I think this is where I... this is probably the U-pipe level? Okay. Oh wait, no, this is a different thing. This is where I get a... thingy. Oh, this was the right way anyways. Okay. I'm honestly not used to these controls. Like, in this version, you kind of have to use the midway of your thumb to press the A button if you want to use your missiles in combat, because you have to press down on the D-pad. It's really... this game did a lot with the controls. Like, it's pretty impressive, but man, I forget that sometimes it is pretty difficult to control. Alright. There we go. I'm honestly sad that at this point it doesn't look like Metroid Prime 4 is going to be on this system. Like... but I'm hoping that it's more of a return to basics. Like I don't really know what the plot line they would even have would be because it kind of Metroid Prime trilogy kind of wraps itself up nicely. It's all even the first game is all pertaining to phase on and everything, and it just feels it handles itself very well. But I mean, I would hope it would be the Breath of the Wild of the Switch too, but also I don't know if they're gonna trust the Metroid franchise enough to actually have Metroid Prime be its launch title ever again. Like the original Metroid Prime did did originally, I believe it did come pretty early on the Switch, the GameCube's lifespan, but Nintendo's always weird about Metroid. Actually, I think I know. I'm gonna share my crack theory that I have on this. I don't think we're gonna be getting Metroid Prime 4 at the launch. What I think is going to happen, I've heard a slight rumor about this, and you know how Super Mario RPG was just constantly not getting put on Switch Online, and then when they finally reveal it, it's because they have a remake in store. I'm almost certain that they're doing a remake of the original Metroid because they curiously just haven't put Metroid Zero Mission on the Switch Online service. I've heard rumors of the Mercury Steam actually wants to make another 2D Metroid or is in the process of making one. So that's my like little like tinfoil hat Nintendo theory is because I would really love to see that. Like I do love Metroid Zero Mission, but I would definitely still be happy to see Mercury Steam's take on it because they've done such a good job on other or not other Dread. So like I'm hoping that my crackpot theory is gonna actually turn out to be something. I mean, it's hard to top Metroid Zero Mission. Zero Mission is a really, really good remake of a game. It has some flaws, but overall, it's just a pretty consistent remake. I'm sad that they haven't ported it, but I'm sad they haven't like put on Switch Online yet. But I'm willing to accept it if they end up making a remake. Honestly, I don't even know if Nintendo would entrust Team Ninja into doing anything again. Like, I feel like my opinion is I feel like they have to even know that Metroid Other M wasn't well received. Like, I think Nintendo's out of touch, but I don't necessarily think they're stupid per se. Like, I know they must kind of. I think that they, wouldn't be willing to trust Team Ninja ever again for that. And in case anybody is curious, this is the exact reason I want to actually have Metroid One be on the side because especially later in this game when I may have like 7 tanks or something and I need to fill that thing up. When I was just like 10 or 11 years old, I would sometimes like put Samus in one of these things and like open up a Mad magazine or something and read that for like a solid 10 or 15 minutes while waiting for her to recharge. Wait, Team Ninja's behind Stranger of Paradise? That feels weird to think. I don't know what to feel about that. Like, what do you mean, Mr. Jack Garland was handled by the team who made Other M? I can't even remember where you go with this. I mean, I don't know if I really need to care. Like, I'll be fine. I believe the first place I need to go is to the dark. I don't know. I know I'm gonna have to get back out of the Dark World at some point. Then I have to go to the Space Pirate Lab. I grab you by the shoulders, like, you need to do it for Bahamut. I would do it for Bahamut. And that's why I haven't bought the game yet, because I know that he could tell me, hey, I need you to do this, and I need you to play this mode, I need you to play a run of this game where you have limited health, and you lose maximum health every time you get hit. And I'd be like, yes, sir, I'm so sorry. I'll play better for you this time. Did he did he die? No, okay. It looked like he blew up. Come on. Yippee. Honestly, I'm almost sad that Bahamut's just kind of. I'm almost sad about Bahamut's position in Final Fantasy XIV because I love the concept of like him and, um, like even like the first Final Fantasy where he's like there to help you out. Like, wow, maybe I think Bahamut should be there to give me my job stone so I can level up to White Mage or White Wizard or something. I really hope they do more with him in the future, but at this point, I don't know if Final Fantasy XIV is ever going to cover more of him because do they really have to? Like, his wife no longer has divorce energy. He's fine, unfortunately. Actually, what am I saying? If Bahamut came back, I'd have to rewrite all my lore for my character. And am I really willing to do that? Come on, you bastard. Where are you? Hello? Okay. Welcome back. Sir, you can't get me with that attack. I played Splatoon 3. I know what a wave breaker is. God, knock it off. Okay, I need to start aiming ahead of where he is, because he's just being annoying. There we go. My God, please. Yippee, mobility, at last. Yeah, sure, here's probably fine. Alright, this leads me directly to here. Yeah, right. Okay, I want to say I have to go back, actually. Okay, yeah, I think I need to go back. What I need to do is I need to go back. I need to get to that room that has the sand falls in it. The same room I fought the dark, that freaking jump guardian in, but in the light world. I believe I need to do something to take another path. It's been a long time since I played. There's a certain couple parts in this game where I genuinely forget what you're actually supposed to do. But oh god, I might be dashing through a little bit too fast. Okay. I haven't been through that door yet, actually. Oh, that just takes me right. That just takes me back to... Hello, please. I desperately need health. Alright, bye guys. Let's see. As segregated Super Korean, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Oh my god, I'm so. You'd think I'd. Sometimes I really am just having like a struggle moment. What's your favorite Metroid game? Ooh, that's a hard question. That is a really difficult question. Metroid Dread is a pretty solid one. This game is really good. I I'm a huge fan of. I feel like I prefer Metroid Prime to this one a little bit, but on the other hand, I think this game has strengths that Metroid Prime doesn't. The boss fights in this game are all really good. It's a hard question because I love a lot of different Metroid games for a lot of different reasons. This one has the best suits in my opinion. I can see where you're coming from on that. The light suit really is it's kind of underappreciated for just being suit designs. I'm a huge fan of Metroid Dread. I speed ran it for a little bit. Also, I think Metroid Zero Mission is up there on my list. But this is kind of one of those games I've been wanting to replay for quite a long time. Oh god, where is? I know there's supposed to be something up here. All right, it's up there. I'm stupid. Let's see. Metroid Dread is like third place for me. I can feel that. I'm a huge fan of the suits in Metroid Dread, especially the gravity suit. Like all of the designs in that game are pretty solid. I'm just happy that it's after having went like 10 years with like the Metroid Other M suit being like the suit, as well as Samus Returns. I'm not very fond of the suits in that one, but hi Chestnut, welcome to the stream. I haven't seen you in a while, but then again, I haven't been streaming in a while. So how's it been? Like I always talk to my dad about Metroid Dread, and he always hates it because he just doesn't like the parries and stuff. But oh god, these guys think they're cooking so hard. Not them giving me like the freaking salmon run turret experience. Please die, leave me alone. Honestly, I haven't played a Metroid game in a while, so I'm personally I'm really excited to actually play some more of it. I mean, the Chozo armor really is like some of the best armor you could get. Like some people always talk about like it's always been so funny to me how there was like this big discussion like, oh, could Samus be Master Chief in a fight? And the clear answer to that is that Samus just kind of clears Master Chief in every regard. She can take more damage than him, does a lot more than he can. Like, it's not even a question. Like, Samus is, like, much more powerful. Even just her base form. If she just had missiles and her power suit, like, she would clear easily. I may be stupid. How many times can I touch a hot stove before I realize that it's hot? The answer may surprise you. Okay, you. Die. Now you getting my flank. There we go. You be... I do not have very much health. You. Die. Thank you. To be honest, I'm so sad about the fact that like Master Chief's face isn't even like hidden in the new show most of the time. It's one of the things that makes me the most angry. Like, oh my god, it's Mother. Sorry, I'm sorry. I see it. I see a powerful character, female character. I call them Mother. It's instinct. Yeah, I really should be destroying more of these. I need health. The Dark Samus is awesome. If anything, I'm almost sad that she died. Like, or like that, you know, there's no real reason for her to exist when it comes time for Prime 4, because she is such a cool villain, but... Oh. Oh my god. It's Metroid from Metroid. That's crazy. Wait, what do you mean first boss of the first game? Are you talking about Mother Brain? Or... Kraid? Maybe... Oh, that's an elevator. I'm a little bit slow. Oh, right, you're talking about Metroid Prime. For some reason, I started thinking about the original Metroid. No, yeah, Samus, like, Dark Samus's whole thing is really cool. I'm sad that I never, like, it must have been so crazy to actually be there in the past. Like, playing that for the first, like, getting 100% items in the original Metroid Prime just to get a teaser for that. Like... No, not these things. Okay, you know what? Missile. Yo! With a lot of damage. Okay, you get a missile. I'm really glad that guy didn't shred my health, because, like, he was doing a lot. Not this room. I hate this room. I hate this room so much. It's not a hard room, it's just time consumptive. Wait, where the hell is it? Is it on the other side? I think it's on the other side. It's funny because apparently the X-Parasite couldn't make it through Ravenbeak's armor, but I don't know if it's also... It seems that he also has the enhanced armor from Samus Returns, so maybe it's more complex for him. Either way, I'm really sad that he didn't, like... I'm really sad that Ravenbeak actually died, because he was one of my... He's one of my favorite villains from... And hoping he makes his way into Smash Brothers or something. Okay, there's the energy tank over here, so I need to scan what I need to scan. There we go. I think the next room is going to be like a save station, and I can actually fight Dark Samus. Like I said, I can just keep that one the way it is. Wait. Yes, game, I'm aware. It's almost like I did that in the opposite direction and got the energy tank. I'll be fine. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. She won't be fine. Whatever. She'll be fine. It doesn't matter that you don't take damage. All that matters is that you don't die. That's my gamer tip of the week. What the hell is... Is this just the one that I need to... Okay. Ah, right. That's the... Okay, what am I doing here then? I am going the right way, am I? Well, I have to be. Um, am I going crazy? Am I going crazy? This is the only way I could go. Not just that. I feel like I'm missing something. This is actually kind of bothering me. Brimstone. What is the thing? I think my bombs only open sandstone things. Telluric ally. Okay, I'm going crazy now. Oh wait, I'm extremely stupid. I forgot that I had missiles. How about that? I promise I'm not bad at video games. I promise. Please. Please. I think I was a little bit confused because there's a part earlier where you use, like, bombs to break open glass like that. They're having a mother off. Alright, I'll scan you. Hello. Phase on energy shield repels all weapons. Wait till it's down to attack. Damn, they're not even telling about how, like, saying anything about how much he's serving. Pathetic. Ma'am. Ma'am, stop that. Okay, I keep encountering her from too, like, close of an angle. Makes it really hard to actually do anything. Okay. Can I actually do anything to her right now? Oh, she's using super missiles. That's cute. Okay, I am still doing damage to her. She's just hard to hit. She's hard to lock onto. Oh god, please don't let me die to Mother. God, stop breaking my lock on. You're driving me crazy. I might lose to this. Come on. Oh god. Please? There we go. I may need to reposition myself a little bit. I'm having trouble aiming with this. But I'm having fun. We did it. That was Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. The echo is gone. Okay, I need to just stop switching out of it. Actually, maybe I should have saved first, but then again, I don't even know where the save station was, so. Um, let's see. Oh, yippee. I promise I'm not always dumb. Okay, where'd you go? Let's see. Maybe don't fire at the phazon canister. You know, I don't think I need to nuke myself today. Maybe. Okay, there we go. I should be close to the other room where I get the light beam, I think. I'm gonna have to look up the map. Um, Light world. Right. So I think the in the dark world is the dark world equivalent of this room is supposed to have something. Yeah. Okay. Because I believe the whole design of this level is that you're supposed to kind of be going through it the opposite way around when you go through it the first time, or when you go through the Dark World, you're supposed to be going through it the opposite way around that you did the first time you went through it in the Light World, which is really cool, but... Okay, what am I doing now? Please. There we go. And I think the last one is supposed to be just kind of down there. Let me get a good look at it. I'll be fine. Yeah, there. Oh, that's over there. Okay. That may be stupid, but, you know, maybe I shouldn't be taking that much damage. There we go. Alright, welcome back, Antifreeze. We're currently going through the Dark World right now. I've contemplated playing some Metroid to, you know, regen my health as, you know, a normal thing. Just playing another game in the background to help me facilitate me gaining my health back. What is this, a safe station? Well, that works. Alright, Samus gonna be taking a little nap for now. Oh. Actually, never mind. I forgot. Okay, where am I going now? I need to first go up here, I think. I'm gonna be getting the bombs, and I could also go downstairs and get the ice beam, but I believe that also could be troublesome in its own way. I can't remember if you're able to get out of that situation without the high jump boots. It's been a while since I played this game. This is one of those games I'm not really wanting to play often, but, you know, it's fun to go back to every now and then when I'm not, like, just constantly playing it. It's so funny, you really do gain, like, you know, one HP a, 1 HP a second in the regen. Oh yeah, this is the room where if you drop down there, you're pretty much dead. Yeah, it's giving, like, you're so right about Gen 4. It's giving, like POV you would use superpower on a Happiny. Or Blissey, right. I don't condone beating up a Happiny. That one video of, like, Battle Tower, like some Infernape using, what? I think, like, they use I think they use like close combat on a Blissey at level 100. It survives and then it uses, I want to say it uses like counter or something, and like just it instantly knocks all the the freaking opposing enemies' health down. It's embarrassing. Oh right, I don't have enough missiles actually. Also, once I get to Norfair, I do want to actually show off a funny trick that I am fond of, that I haven't done in quite a while. It may also break... It also has a chance to break the game if I do it wrong, but I'll do it fine. I always figured about, this is a very sensitive part of the game where you just don't quite have enough to do any real thing. Please. You don't have enough missiles, but eventually you're gonna get so many missiles that you pretty much just couldn't use all of them if you tried. Well, I'm so sorry that this is the 5 minutes of gameplay you're getting, but this is quintessential Metroid experience. Gameplay. It is. I sure am playing a game on stream. You go, girl, give us nothing. Knee to the enemy drops. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. Well, the game's being surprisingly... The game's being surprisingly generous with the drops here. Well, that was video games. I guess this thing only shuts off for roughly... I guess this thing shuts off after 10 or so minutes anyways. Okay, where was I? Alright, thank you for the health regen, antifreeze. They also missed me fighting Dark Samus for the first time. There we go. Wait, I'm stupid. I forgot to swap back. Hey, Car, welcome to the stream. The video games are going as good as they can right now. I'm currently a little bit through Metroid 1. I'm currently a little bit through Metroid Prime 2. It may be stupid. Where is it? Oh, there it is. How's it going, though? You haven't played Metroid? Well, not to be the guy who's played every Metroid game almost. I I would definitely highly recommend playing Super Metroid if you have Switch Online. It's don't play Metroid. I may have Metroid 1 in the corner. Don't play Metroid 1. Metroid Prime is really good. Some people even say it's like artwork. Some people say it's like it's even a work of art, and yeah, I can't really disagree with that. Yeah, like Super Metroid, it's aged a little bit because I mean, art or not, it still is a 30-year-old, 30-year-old game, but it's really good. Um, what am I doing? Okay, maybe I shouldn't be wasting this stuff. This stuff is gold. Or maybe I should do the actual intended mechanic of just, you know, use them alternately as they're supposed to be. This game has definitely some of the strongest, like, wow, I really don't want to use my ammo, even though my ammo is some of the best weaponry in the game. Oh God, where am I going? Okay, this is the exit, I believe. I'm missing something. I can't remember what that something is. I know there's supposed to be another like boss like kind of boss area. Oh, this is probably it. Right, right, right. Okay, so this is the last key I need to get, and God, my aim is all messed up. Okay, so 2 charge shots does it for them. Is that it? Oh. Oh, I've actually been wasting ammo then. I don't need to be using my ammo for that. Here, give me that. Come on. Yippee. Okay, now I can fight the first boss and finally be done with this freaking area. Um, hello? No, I just can't remember where I actually go and get another. I'm guessing I just have to go forward a little bit more. All right, this is where I started out on. Maybe stupid. Okay, where am I? Oh, there's a portal right there. Okay. I think. Yippee! I can go back to the normal world where, for some reason, standing in light doesn't help. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I could stand to get some health. Wait. I'm contemplating whether I should just do the first boss and then stop, because it seems like it would be a good point. But I'll see. There is something to be said about also not streaming for 4 hours a day, but we'll see. I promise I'll be saving my. I can't really save Metroid 1, but I'll be using a save state to make sure that I stay in the same spot for tomorrow. Um, Not if I have anything to say about it. Can I just escape this way? That'd be really funny. The way it just outplays them. I'm so good at this. Maybe. Okay, so there's something important here I need to try and get. I can't remember how I got it, but I did get it at some point. So up there, behind that, is an ammo upgrade. And I think you're supposed to only be able to get it later in the game. But I want to say I did get it early on one of my playthroughs. I think I have to use this. I think I have to jump onto this area. I could also be wrong. There's some way to cheese this. It's gonna drive me crazy if I don't do this. I can't remember what it was. Maybe I won't spend too much time here, but there's one spot that's supposed to have like walkable terrain. Hey, Bears, welcome to the stream. How's it going? I'm currently trying to make myself suffer, just trying to get up here, and I'm driving myself crazy because I know there's supposed to be a way to get up there without using the magnet like I could, like the freaking spider ball, but I'm also not sure if I'm just deluding myself. Unless it hurts me, I might just have to just leave it alone for now. Because I don't really want to be subjecting my people to me jumping on a cliff for 10 minutes. See, I'm the kind of person who I would totally do that for 10 minutes if it meant me getting that upgrade early. I love having the extra beam capacity, but alas. Wrong. Outplayed, I think. It's part ADHD antifreeze, but it's like that absolute just brain like speedrunner brain rot of just like if I can do something wrong, then why would I do it the right way? Like, you know what I mean? It's I wouldn't really say it's a healthy behavior, but it sure is one that exists. There's another door over there. Where's the other door? Honestly, it's probably just like a map station at this point. Like, it's not. It can't be something I need because I already have everything I need right here. Like, I may just be a rebel, but I get some of the most. Okay, good. There was something actually worth it. Like as a rebel and a speedrunner, I get the most gratification by just breaking things pointlessly, or especially breaking things when there's actually a point to them. Like if I get an extra pickup or I get a shorter way through the game, like oh, it's so fun. But on the other hand, this also means I just pretty much never play games in the proper way. But I also am desperately trying to make sure that I'm not the kind of guy who's like doing things the wrong way and then complaining about it, because I very easily have the means to do that too, which nobody likes. Like I'm very picky about, because I don't really like speedruns that have glitches in them, but I like when speedruns just have funny little tricks in them that just they're not really glitches, they're more just stuff that it's just skillful play of the game that nobody would really think of. Alright, let's see. Where's... I'm gonna need to get to a save station pretty soon. Ooh, there's a dark door over there. I wonder where that leads to. Please die for me. Please, please. I'm burning up. You're the worst. Let's see. Where's that dark door at? I'm honestly, like, kind of yearning to do speedruns again. But I don't know what, like... I could always use the wrong beam on the door, but... Oh, perfect. Like, part of me's thought of doing Metroid Zero Mission. I used to kind of want to do, like, something with, like, Shovel Knight or Spectre Knight, but those runs would be pretty hard. That game is a very, like, low margin of error kind of game. Like, you need to make sure you're not dying at all so you don't lose the money that you need to desperately get through the game. And other various things like that. I'm very picky about the games I do. Like, I don't like things that have too many glitches. I don't like things that are super hard to get into. It was fun doing Sonic Mania, but that game's also really pretty difficult to actually pull off a run of. Right. I think I could have 3 energy tanks by this point, but we don't need to worry about that. I'll be fine. believe. Yippee! Okay, maybe I need to not be messing around with this weapon. Okay, I can just fire at them anywhere, okay. It's been a while since I played this, so... Worm. Okay, I think that's it. Should be it. Okay, come on. I should probably play this a little bit safer, because... Oh, well, never mind. That's a full energy tank health thing. I'm back to being reckless. Come on. Damn it. God, I've really not done that much damage to that one. Okay, let's, Oh, never mind. Why don't I just use this? I was really hoping to save a little bit more of that stuff so that I could shatter two of their helmets, but whatever. One is good enough. I can play the long game here. I have enough health to tank through them. Oh, actually, never mind. Yippee! That was Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. Mother. Now, I will be a little bit critical of this game and say that this makes this makes the Dark World a little bit more like just having a very just minor headache. Like I'm taking damage, but you know, but at least it is a really peak like design for the suit. Part of me wishes the game felt a little bit more, I don't want to say threatening, but a little bit more like kind of balancing between like light and dark. Like maybe the zones heal you more, but you still take more damage. But the dark suit is pretty cool, so you'd be. So I think once I go and report to the guy back on like the main guy who's still alive in the that first area, I think then I'll end the stream. But there's still some cleanup I want to do here. There's an energy tank I want to get near the light version of this. There might be multiple energy tanks actually. I can't quite remember. Sorry guys, coming through. Don't make this awkward. I want to say there's something there, but I can't remember. It's been a while. I want to say the next section of the game is probably going to be one of the longest ones. Agon Ways, or what, Torvusbog is the next section, and that part is really, it is a level. Okay, yeah. So I think that means the energy tank is somewhere. I should be able to have 4 by the end of this stream. And maybe, well, I don't know yet. So I think I'm gonna do this. After I'm finished with this, I'm gonna try and do a run of Metroid Prime Corruption. And there's also some other stuff I'd like to do after that. Guys. Okay, fine. My fault for maybe greeting a little bit too much, but boy, they really don't want you to just force your way back into that portal. I guess I don't really watch many other streamers, so I'm not really aware of any to raid. Besides, I just usually don't, I don't know. It's something I don't really think about usually. My thing is I always am just very particular with... I feel weird just dumping a bunch of people on somebody else. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing... It's not like the bad version of that where it's like, you know, sicking your followers on somebody who you think is just objectively bad or something. But, like, I always feel like weird, like, hey, here's all my viewers, have fun. You know what I mean? Like, I may be weird for thinking that, because obviously I like when it gets I like getting a raid happening to me, but God, I desperately need more health. I say, am I even going the right way? I think I want to go over here. Personally, I don't really have any goal in mind, and I don't really have any time window in mind for really gaining followers or views or getting a stream. I mean, whoever wants to watch me at this point is gonna watch me, so I find it's usually easier for me to like stream later in the night anyways. Unfortunately, I know that there's some people who are just unable to watch. Hi Cypher I know if you're watching the VOD, I wave my hands at you. But I usually just go for whatever just feels right. I personally am more of a late person myself, so... And it did help for when I was streaming with Jugger, because he also tends to wake up pretty late. Yeah, shout out to VOD people. God, I just went 2 rooms away. How are you already back? Leave me alone. Once I figure out how to get my dark beam up, you're dead. Good grief. Like, I appreciate anybody who watches my videos. So if you're watching a VOD, then like maybe you're not here, but it's still important. Like, somebody still cares. I feel like it's profound in its own way because somebody's not even getting the live experience of getting to watch me play the game and interact with me, but still is willing to actually watch VODs. I feel like that's a level of commitment that's like surprising. Because like the interaction is like what I would consider to be one of the main parts of streaming, or like watching a stream. I am going the wrong direction. Oh dear. Right, I'm supposed to go here. I'm gonna be honest, the three-dimensional maps usually confuse me. Especially these ones, sometimes with the way it is. It almost looks confusing. Like, if you open the... If you kind of get your brain twisted around, sometimes it can look like you're looking at it from the underside. And sometimes I also get confused at that. Okay, it's this way for sure. Unless these guys knock me off the platform. I'm honestly surprised that you think that antifreeze. I mean, not that I think that I'm necessarily unpleasant to listen to, but I just kind of do things, and I don't really think too much about what appeal it has to people. So I'm always surprised when people go like, "Wow, I think you're funny or interesting." So I don't know. Okay, we're gonna get this energy tank because this energy tank is really good. We love jump ball here. It makes this part so nice. Fuck. Please. Yippee. For me, it's like, yeah, it's like, I don't really... I like playing some things that are new, because, it's nice to get, some of that new attention. Like, playing Side Order was really fun. It was good to get that experience. I do want to... I'm currently in the process of going through hell trying to get all the palettes configured. I do want to try and maybe get the last one configured on stream. I'm gonna antifreeze. You can answer this question for me with just a simple yes or no. Do you have to do a no hack run for Octoshot? Because I'm kind of suspecting you have to. So I've been kind of doing like hacks that only really have the like the money reward and stage rerolls. Like, it seems like that would be the natural conclusion of side order. The answer is neither yes nor no. Okay. Interesting. Well, I'll definitely have to do that on stream then. Is it just like a low hack run? Like, or is there a limit to how many hacks you can have and still reconfigure it, or... Because I hear people talk about low hack runs anyways. Like, personally, I have the damage set. I've reduced the damage modifier so that I still take, like, maximum damage. Like, you can say what it is. Like, I don't really mind. I'm just interested. I'm gonna eventually get Octo Shot anyways, so... But I'm thinking maybe doing that when I get to... Maybe after I beat this. The more hacks active, the less slots palette has. Okay, that's interesting, actually. In that case, me practicing and doing lower hack runs is gonna be beneficial because I currently usually just use all... Earlier I was just like using 3 lives, 1x damage, but I could do more than that. Or I could do better than that. I'm gonna be honest, I've kind of been playing way too much side order. Like, it's at the point where I'm starting to dream of it, and like it's not usually good dreams. It's more just like stress dreams about, oh my god, there's way too many enemies and I don't have a proper build. How am I gonna do this? Yeah, it feels like power is just the best idea. Or yeah, power is like really good. I'm guessing if I know that in PvP Octo Shot's supposed to be the same as pretty much just Tentatek Splatter Shot, which is pretty solid. I'm gonna guess that if it happens to have Splat Bomb, then I'm just gonna go with old reliable splash damage up, sub saver, just everything. Like, I think my criticism with Splatoon side order is it's that there's not enough downside stuff. There's not enough selections, and there's not enough like stuff that's like kind of like an awkward downside that gives you a increase that gives you like a downside on one side and an upside in the other. Like, think of how Dynamo Roller makes your attack slower, but you have way bigger stats because of it. Or same with like 96 gal, 52 gal, stuff like that. There's not really anything like that for side order. Like, everything just ends up becoming an overpowered version of what its base weapon is, and I don't know. I feel like they could do more with than just that. I don't know if Splatoon 4 is going to end up having like a roguelike mode as the start, because I feel like that would be a bit of a stretch for them. But I'm really interested in seeing like what they do. It's impressive antifreeze. Like, in no drones runs, I think, or in drone run, in main drone runs, like, I feel like the most terrifying thing is just any sort of danger floor, I was actively avoiding them when I did my all drone run, because like if I have nothing other than my weapon. If I lose that drone, then the run's over. All right, so I think I just have to go back to the center tower, and then I will save my game after whatever happens. Where the hell is it? Okay, I think it's this way. I'm not going in there yet. Okay. Oh, you have a job interview? That's really nice to hear. I guess now that you have your like degree, you're looking to actually like get like an internship or something. I don't really know exactly what the process for like doing that sort of stuff is, but I guess now that you have your degree, you got to get some actual experience and stuff. Okay, my next path is gonna be there. Oh wait, no, that's just the one that closed on me before. Okay, got out here. Well, hey, once you get that engineering money, you'll be able to do wonderful things such as subscribe to FFXIV more year round. So, I need help. I'm. I'm so sad that I can't even stream that damn game. Like, I'm so sad that I can't stream Final Fantasy 14 because, like, I'm not turning my mods. I'm not turning my stuff off for my character. I don't want to turn off my stuff for my character, but if I do that, I don't want to just go out and like show everybody on stream like, "Hey, here's my name. Here's my location, and these are all the mods I'm using. Look at me, Square Enix. I'm totally breaking your terms of service." Like, okay. I wasn't paying attention to him, but something good Agon ways. May the force be with you. My whole thing is I would just have fun, maybe like streaming like harder content, but like I I really shouldn't be doing that if I have my mods on. I don't know my colors. This game's like, hey, so we're gonna color code things for you so that you know what to do. And, oh, that thing's locked behind a green door. Okay. I mean, to be honest, if I were... I mean, I don't want to be a bad influence on you, but if I was you, I'd probably just get a new computer, because, like, it seems like yours is just, like, very restrictive for gaming and stuff, right? Like, I know that may not be a big enough concern to you, but, like, I would go crazy if I wasn't even able to play Pizza Tower on my PC. Okay, I gotta... like, going that way, so... I really should have saved earlier, because I think this next room is going to be a little bit intense, but... oh, right. I gotta go through this part. You see, I don't tend to use it for gaming. Very few games I care for are PC exclusive. That's fair. Well, who knows? Maybe Pizza Tower will be on Switch someday. I don't think they plan on doing that anytime soon, but you know. Let's see. I really hope I went the right way. I think this is the right way to Agon Waste, but... oh, right. I started sobbing. Okay, so... and I just go back to the first one again. Yeah, like, upgrading to a good mic is definitely a good idea, too, so... Yeah, I really need to actively like try and keep my using my ammo. My biggest toxic trait is I have my both my ammo things at like 0, and I'm like, well, that's it for my ammo, and I'm stupid. It's too late for me to be talking without disturbing family. I feel that. My family like was like, oh, you can stream with us at home. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm never doing that. And that's why I moved out before I started streaming. Besides, I think I'm too deranged for my family. They wouldn't be able to handle it. Sir, do you mind? See, my family knows I'm, I'm not in the closet of my family, but they also don't know that I'm, I like robots and knights and helmets and everything like that. Like, and I'm not really sure I want to have my family being around me, um, when I talk about that, because I just personally just don't want to have that discussion with them. All right, yippee. It's one of those things where I feel like even if your family is homophobic, it just feels like that's a really big change to have to just drop on them. Well, yeah, that and that, and, like, online stuff. Like, I have friends in real, like, who I've been able to actually meet up with in real life, and I'm lucky for that. But it's one of those things where you can't tell family about that because they're always going to be like super picky about that. Like, oh, somebody from online, they must be like a catfisher, or they're gonna try and kill you, or they're gonna try, they're like a scammer or something, and it's just like, it's not like that. All right, so I'm gonna end stream, but before that, let's maybe give like a good 5 minutes of Metroid for free. For free. Hold up. Because I want to actually progress on this anyways. I want to at least get to Norfair and maybe get the Ice Beam so that I'm in like a good spot for tomorrow. Like, you really don't need a lot of time to do a lot of stuff in this game, because it's just so short. I thought I would love to do more streams like this, but I can't imagine a game that's better for that than just Metroid Echoes, because this game already is just so... Ooh, that's not the room I want to go down. Oh dear. They were so foul for making this room, honestly. Like, what kind of sociopath actually designs a room like this? Not to mention you can't actually get out with a... You can't actually get out without doing a weird trick like that. You can jump from a standing state if you use a morph ball. You can jump from a standing state in midair if you use your morph ball bombs. And that's an advanced technique. You need an advanced technique to get out of that hole. In addition to just whatever that room was. I'm apparently better at this game than I was. I remember that just being impossible to get out of, but... Wait. This was the room. Like the creators of Metroid were genuinely like so foul for that. Please. I thought this is like the only time in the game I'm gonna actually ever need these missiles that much. Please, I'm begging you. Actually, I'm just gonna go until I get to the elevator for Norfair. That seems like it's gonna be a perfect place to stop, and then I can start the stream up from then. I haven't played much of Kid Icarus, but like, from what I see of the gameplay, it just reminds me of the worst parts of Metroid 1. I feel bad about saying that. I don't know if you like Kid Icarus that much, so I apologize if that's rude. But like, it just looks like this, but like, that's the entire game. And I don't know if I could manage to make myself play that. So I must fall asleep. One other thing I'm genuinely thinking of doing is they have both Metroid 1 and Zelda, like, so they have like a ROM hack that's basically a Metroid 1 or Metroid 3 randomizer, a Super Metroid randomizer that also it's sort of combined with Zelda, Link to the Past, basically both games are able to run on the same console because of how they just take up different slots in the game's memory. So they're both able to run simultaneously. There's like a randomizer that allows you to kind of travel between each game and collect items from one game and the other in order to progress both. And I really want to play that on stream. And because I've done it a couple times, like personally, and I think it'd be a fun time to actually kind of just do a randomizer or two. There's also one for Zelda 1 and Metroid 1, which would probably also be fun, although maybe not as much because, you know, these are more simplistic games, but either way, I think it'd be a good time in the future. Alright. So, I think that should be a good spot to end it. Thank y'all for hanging around so much. Tomorrow we're gonna be back here with do Agon Wastes, or at least as much of it as I can. This is a big area. If I can't get through it all today, then, you know, we'll always have the day after. And, alright, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Good night.